So I'm going to show you like the basis for how fake flippering works, and then I'm going to show you a setup that you can use. This is really down here is primarily the only place you're going to be using fake flippers. You can do it anywhere, and there's other places where it has applications, but this is really the prime spot. So the idea is you just need to be on a transitional border, and then you just jump into the water on one screen, and then hold into the transition, and that'll take you into the into the next screen, and you'll be using your flippers that you don't have.
Okay. I went to the wrong place.
That's okay.
So.
Yeah, if you flew down to, I think it's 8, it'll take you right down here.
I'm just curious. Oh yeah, that would have worked.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's you know, whatever. However you want to get here. So so first of all, one really easy way to get yourself into fake flipper is to bomb yourself into the transition. So I need to give myself some bombs here. So you can just like lay a bomb, let the bomb knock you into the transition, and then you can just walk off the edge and then press into the screen, and it'll take you there. I should have made a save state. Let me get back up here.
Oh hey, yeah, there we go.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so that's the idea. You don't need to use a bomb. You can just like work your way.
Just use that aura, right?
What's that?
I mean, if you need to knock yourself in, then you could just use the Zora that's right there.
You could do that too. Or you can just move yourself to the transition, and that works too. So I'm going to show you the setup that I use here all the time. It doesn't involve using a bomb or like wriggling around to try to find the transition. Yeah. Yeah, so in the rando, if you I'm not sure what happened. I wasn't watching.
I got hit while
you're fake flippering?
I was in fake flipper.
Yeah, okay. So in vanilla, if you do that,
I'm running.
Yeah. Yep. Like weird stuff will happen. In the rando, you'll just die. So you want to make sure you don't get hit while you're fake flippering. Give me 1 second here. I have to turn Discord to high priority. Okay. But yeah, if you do this in a rando, all that'll happen is you'll die, and so it's not as detrimental.
Okay. You don't have to hard reset. That's good.
Right, yeah. Hello, Captain Stack. Crazy Brazy. Druid, hello. Hello, I'm sorry, I didn't see any of you here. Fox, hello. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so let me just show you that setup real quick. So, first of all, this guy, I hate him. So if you line yourself up with this mountain right here, and then walk over to this bush, you can pick up the bush, and then while you are picking up the bush, start holding up and right. You want to throw the bush too. I messed that up. Just pick it up and throw it. And that'll put you right into the transitional border. And then you just press up and then hop into the water and press right.
Oh yeah. That works.
Yeah. So that's the way that I do it every time. At least, you know, in this spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fake flip ring. Just to show you that you can do it other places, let's flute to 2. Oh. And then this is a spot, if I'm doing a cross keys, a lot of times I'll use this, this location. And this one I usually... Get out of my way, dude. This one I usually do, try to just get close to the edge. I must have killed Aga in this. But then you can fake flipper here. So that'll take you from where the witch hut is.
Oops.
Over to this side of the world. Quickly. And then, like I said, in cross keys, then I can check this this location. It's a pretty fast way to get here. And blah, blah, blah. Oh, one other... You know what? I didn't even think about this. Another useful place for it. Go back to Link's house. I use this all the time. Like, if you don't have a...
Oh, never mind. You keep going.
Yeah, like, what was I just gonna say? Oh, like, before you have a flute, this is a really fast way to get to the potion shop. You can come down here. If you have boots, you can just bonk this rock, and that'll put you right against the transitional border. And then you can fake flipper here, and then take this portal. Oops. And then this takes you right over to the potion shop.
Okay.
So yeah, but that's fake flippers. Yeah, the particular one that you're doing right now, for some reason, it doesn't always work from the right going left, but it'll always work from the left going right. I think that has to do with Link's movement, which we'll talk about later on. That guy's he's being a jerk. Okay, Vernon. I'm excited. Oh, did it not work? Hang on, let me try this.
No.
Oops. Huh.
Oh, there we go. It only works sometimes, I guess. Unless I still have flippers on somehow.
No, I mean, if you had flippers on, you would swim. I'm not sure why that's not working here. This is a weird one. This one is always finicky. I always just kind of sword buffer it to the edge of the screen from the left. And I just kind of go 1 pixel at a time until it works. But
Alright.
yeah, okay. So let's go to Water Walk, which is kind of a similar concept. Come back down to 8, and we're going to go up to Ice Rod Cave. All right, so the theory behind Water Walk, first you have to arm it, and then you can like use it. Okay. So it's the other cave. It actually, that should work just as well. Honestly, you can use that cave. It doesn't matter. But maybe make a save state before we start this. So the way that you arm it, you have to have boots, and you want to dash down out of the cave, from like the side over here, so that when you hit it, it like pushes Link into the entrance like that. And if you do that, then you should have it armed. Now, once you have it armed, as long as you don't fall off of a ledge somewhere, you should keep it. And to use it, you just fall from a north falling point. So it has to be from the north, but you can do it from here, and then you'll have water walk. You can just walk on the water.
Okay, so that's how you get that. I've seen people walking off of that, and I'm like, is it just a specific way of walking off, like a specific point? No.
Yeah,
you have to arm it. That makes sense.
Exactly. So this is one of the most common places to do it. I'm going to show you another common place to do it. Let's go to we're going to go to 3 and go to Dark World. And this is super useful if you have boots and you don't have access to let's see, do I have mitts? Yes. If you have boots but you don't have access to the east side of the world. Hello, Bugman.
So, like, if you were lacking hook shot or hammer, pretty much.
Right, yep. Alright, so from up here, literally all you do is line yourself up with this wall and then just dash down. So you dash over that pit. For whatever reason, dashing past a hole like that arms the water walk. Now you have to stay away from the hole, so skirt around it, but get as far away as you can and walk around. And then I could have shown you this before as well. There's a way to check to ensure that you have the water walk. If you hold your sword out and then walk down this ladder here, you know how normally if you go up and down ladders, Link goes kind of slow?
Yeah.
If you have the water walk armed, you won't get slowed down by it. You'll just move right across it like this. So that way you can ensure that you have the water walk. So it's not necessary to do, but it's just a way to check it. Okay, so we can come over here. Make sure you don't fall off of this ledge, because as soon as you fall off of a ledge, you lose the water walk. But then we're going to come all the way over. And we'll come to this spot up here, and now we can hop in from the north. And we have our water walk, and we can just come right over here. And now we have access to pod and pyramid.
Nice.
And all that wonderful stuff. Okay, let me look at this list. Okay. All right, so now let's talk about spin speed and hook speed. Let's see. Where do we want to do that? I guess let's just go down to the pyramid. Oops. Oops, I passed the pyramid. I went too far. I forgot how to get to the pyramid. Alright, and just come up here where you're safe. In fact, it'll be more fun if we come up to this upper point. Just kill this guy. So spin speed and hook speed are kind of similar to to water walk in the way that you have to arm it first, and then once it's armed, then you can use it. And by the way, spin speed and hook speed are the same thing. It's just different ways of getting it. All right, so spin speed. You're going to charge your sword, and then when you release it, you'll just... you're watching my stream, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you release it, just slide your thumb over the A button like this, and then you shouldn't be able to use the sword at all. Yeah, so you don't hold A at all. You just let me show you just once more. So you just run your finger right across. And I missed it, so I'll try again.
Oh, there we go. I got it.
Perfect. Okay. So now it's armed. As long as you can't swing your sword, you have your spin speed armed. The way to use it is to go to a ladder and then walk off of it directly up or directly down. And then you'll have your you'll have dash speed, but you know, just kind of run around with it. And you'll have that until you press dash. So if you press dash, it'll stop it. Or if you fall off of a ledge. So if I come and fall off this ledge, then I won't have it anymore. One kind of cool thing about having spin speed is if you are going up and down a ladder, like a wide ladder like this, if you press diagonally rather than going straight up and down it, you can go up and down faster.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so that's spin speed. Now switch to hookshot. And this is exactly the same thing. All you have to do is press dash and use the hookshot at the same time, and that will arm it. If you do it right, same thing, you won't be able to use your sword. And then you just have to grab a ladder again.
Easy.
Easy. Easy every time. So that is, that's that. All right. Okay. This is perfect. We're right by pod. So let's go down to pod. We're going to do the, I can't see because I have this window over my screen. We're going to do this, this bottle glitch. And then that'll be everything that I planned for minor glitches.
Nice.
Unless there's anything else you wanted to do or learn.
No, I think that's about it.
Okay.
As far as minor glitches go.
Yeah, I know you said you wanted to concentrate more on the major glitches.
Walking on water and the speed glitches were the main things that I wanted to learn as far as minor went. So.
Okay, perfect. All right, so this does work with any potion. Since I have some health missing already, I'm going to give myself a red potion. Where are these oh, I found. Okay, bottle. Bottles, red. All right, so the first thing you want to do is just clear your path so that there's no enemies here, the door is opened, and you're going to have a straight shot. And then maybe make a save state before you do this in case it doesn't work. But all you do is as you're walking left down this hallway, I usually do it between between these two lamps here, like right here.
Okay.
But it works. I don't know what the window is for this to work, but I always do it right here. Are those mimics still dead now if you go in there?
I think.
Okay, you might want to reset the
They
room.
respawn. Oh, okay. You need them.
Yeah, because the whole point of this is to be able to get through if you can't kill the mimics, like if you don't have a bow.
Oh, okay.
It's the one on the bottom, I think. Yeah.
I think that should respawn, right?
I think that if they don't respawn, just use the mirror. Heck. Yeah, just mirror out and come back in.
I know my buttons. That's the right one.
Buttons are hard.
There's like a lot of them.
Right. Right? I know, there's too many.
I typically like playing with the L and R thing, where you can just swap between weapons or
Yeah.
items that way.
I think there might be a way to select that in this, but I don't know. I never use that, so I don't know if there's a way to do it. Okay, so like I was saying, I usually do it between this lamp and between this lamp, so right in the middle. You have to be moving to the left, and then and make a save state if you didn't already. And then when you get to that point, use your bottle. And then before I do this, then you have to stay hugging this right wall, and then walk through the door. Just press up and walk through the door. So the whole thing, use the potion, and then hug the right wall, walk in, and then the camera should move with you.
Oh yeah.
Yep, so just walk to the right, and then grab the wall. Actually, double grab the wall. Oh, no, I think it's going to be locked. Yeah, you'll have to go back and make that, go load your save state, and do it again. So once you walk to the right, stay over to the right.
Okay.
This game is a lie sometimes. It's true, Bugman. Perfect. Then you can double grab the wall, and then move the red mimic down a little bit. Oops. So he gets stuck behind that skull. And then just hold to the left, and it'll open the door. It's like magic.
Well. I always forget the directions that these things walk.
Yeah, it's a little weird to get used to.
Let me try it again.
Yeah, you need to double grab the wall in order for it to work.
You said just hold to the left, right?
So what you're doing, yeah, you're gonna get the mimic, that red mimic stuck behind that skull up there. and then press left. So the red mimic will be behind the skull and won't be able to move right anymore, and then the green mimics will move off the screen. Here,
So like that. Okay.
Yeah, I have a stream delay.
I think I get it.
Okay. Hello, Pink Fuzzy Bear. Yeah, you need to get him stuck on the other side, so that he's off screen. But that's the idea. Just
okay. Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, because what happens is the game opens the door when all the mimics are gone, and so by putting them off the screen, the game thinks that they're gone. And so that's that. Okay, so any questions about any of the stuff like the water walk, fake flipper, this thing, any of that?
I don't think so.
Okay, then let's move on to some major glitches. Okay. Okay. I want to go down to where Cave 45 is right now. Oh my god, bug. Wait, you failed the screening? How did you fail the screening? Like, is it because of the fever? Ugh. That's so ridiculous. I'm sorry about that. Or maybe it's, I mean, is this good? Is this like a vacation? Yeesh. Why don't they just test you? Like, why don't they, like, if you have any symptoms, why not test for the thing that they're worried about? Okay, so kill the guards, and then let's just talk about Link's movement for a second. Alright, so the way that Link moves, he alternates, and this is in all 4 cardinal directions. He alternates every frame, moving 1 pixel, and then 2 pixels, and 1 pixel, and 2 pixels, and it keeps on going like that. It just alternates, okay?
Okay.
Now, depending on which direction you start walking, he will start that movement pattern either with the 1 pixel movement or the 2 pixel movement. And the way that it works is if you move right or down, he starts with a 1 pixel movement. If you move up or left, he starts with a 2 pixel movement. And then if you keep moving, then it, you know, it alternates like the same in any direction. But that's how it starts. And that's going to be really important when you're trying to set up some of these glitches. So, dash buffering, if you press dash and a direction at the same time, you'll just go 1 frame of Link's movement. So if you do that to the right, you should be able to move one frame or one pixel at a time. If you do it down, you should be able to move one pixel at a time.
Yeah, seems like it.
Yep. And then if you go up, you're going to go 2 pixels at a time. If you go left, you'll go 2 pixels at a time. And when you do this, I tend to tap the directional pad and hold the dash, hold the A button, because you're gonna find yourself in situations where it's better to miss the whole thing altogether and just kind of sit here like this because you're not pressing the direction enough, than it is to overdo it. So I kind of tap the D-pad and hold the A button for a little bit longer. I see, bug. But I mean, if the company's gonna pay for it for you, I mean, I don't know. I'd probably do it, but okay. All right. Next thing. I think I'm going to try to blow up my screen so I can show this better. Let me try to do that. So I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna center right in on Link. Oops. Oh. Okay, hopefully he stays centered here. Let me see what's happening here. I think this will be okay. Okay. So what you're looking for, hang on, let me see if there's anything else I wanted to talk about first. Okay, I was gonna go over the dark world layout first, but we're in the light world, so let's do light world layout first. So these bumps, let me actually make this a little bit bigger. Oops. Okay. So what you're looking for on the, and this is for any edge, any cliff edge in the light world, everywhere. It's broken down into these little bumps. So like there's a bump here, and there's a bump here, and there's a bump here, and there's a bump here, right? And if you look closely at the pixels, you'll see this bump here has, like, there's a 2 pixel high black spot here, and then another 2 pixel high black spot. And then that's going to repeat here. There's 2 pixels here and 2 pixels here, 2 pixels here, 2 pixels here. That's what you're looking for when you do these clips. Okay? What you want to do is hold your sword out facing up, and you're looking at Link's shadow. You want to line up Link's shadow so that this upper 2 pixel part, you're going to be just above that. So you'll see the 2 pixels here and then the 2 pixels here. Okay. If you dash buffer in to the cliff, so that you're sticking out, so that Link's shadow is sticking out 1 pixel like this, and then release your sword, and while you release it, press down and left into the mountain, you'll teleport up. So if I do this, I'm going to teleport up. So now I moved way up here.
That far into the cliff already.
You do it with dash buffering. So if you dash buffer, the game will allow you to get into the cliff. I think you have to have the sword out though. I'm not sure. Let me see if I can do this without having the sword out. Yeah, because I think you have to be holding up, or you have to be facing up. Yeah, it won't let you in if you're facing to the side, even with the sword out. Oh, I guess it will. Never mind. I lied. But all of these setups are going to be with facing up. So hold the sword out, face up. And then dash buffer your way in. It's pretty finicky. Ah. And I am failing right now, by the way. Okay. And you'll want to do it on the same bump that I'm on right now. I'm not going to explain why that is yet, but yeah, do it on that bump. Good.
So, like...
Perfect.
Right?
Yep, that's right. So now if you swing the sword, and while you swing the sword, hold down and left into the mountain, you'll teleport up.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So that's the setup for teleporting up. Let me get back to my screen. To teleport down, you're going to be in one more spot. So you have to get yourself just like this. So you'll see Link's shadow actually makes it a 3 pixel high, I don't know, shadowy region, whatever you want to call that. Like the black region will be 3 pixels high. And then if you do the same thing, you'll teleport down. So swing the sword and you'll end up here. You are, I think, one bump too high right now. I gotta make your screen bigger again. Oops.
There we go.
Perfect. Yep. So then, perfect. Okay, now once you're there, give me a second to get the screen set. Once you're there, just hop up on top and make a save state once you're up here. Because there's 2 different things you can do from here. Good. You can either hop down to go into Cave 45. Okay. Or you can come over here and you can get to Checkerboard. So that's super, super useful. Okay, now let's get to Dark World. And we're going to go to that same place, only in Dark World. Link has big hands. Why? Oh, I still have it blown up, don't I? I forgot. It's fine.
Like C-Link's ear right now.
I'll fix that in a minute, but I wanna be able to point out the point out the landscaping again.
I'm gonna try. I get practice in.
Yeah, might as well. Nice. Oh, by the way, if you get hit while you're in that state...
Yeah, I noticed earlier.
Yeah, Link will start walking normal speed again, but you will still have it armed. So if you're near a ladder, like if you get hit and you're near a ladder, all you have to do is touch the ladder and you'll get the speed back. Alright, let me look and see if you can see... Yeah, kill everybody on the screen first, just to get them out of the way. Okay. So the Dark World texture is a little bit easier to work with. You're literally just looking for the 2 pixel high spots. So like you could do it here, you could do it here. Wait, yeah. You could do it here, you could do it here. So it's a little bit easier to find those. We're gonna do it on this 3rd bump up. And it's just the same thing. So just get yourself in so that you are making that 3 pixel high shadowy thing, and then spin the sword and press down and left. You should be able to hop up here.
There we go.
Nice, perfect. And so then you can walk over and you're in Mire.
Nice.
So this is a way to get to Mire early if you have boots, but you don't have flute and mitts. Okay. So by the way, these things, you can do the upward and downward teleporting like that anywhere. Like anywhere there's a cliff, you can dash in. So you can get really creative with these things and kind of bounce around all over the place. There are a whole bunch of places where it's done like where it's common to do it. But I would rather like go to other things rather than go through all those kinds of spots.
Yeah.
So let's see. Next thing I had, the Death Mountain Ascent. Yes. Now there's different ways to do the Death Mountain Ascent. I'm going to show you the way that really the way I always do it. But there are better ways that you could look up if you wanted to. I'm sure Hacksaw would be happy to show you some other ways to do it. But we're just going to go to... go up to where like Lumberjack is. Not all the way up to Lumberjack, but kind of where Bonk Rocks is. Oh, I'm gonna make my screen normal size again.
No, I like that tree. It's a good look.
Oops.
Should just be able to right click and do reset transformations, but
This is fine. Oops. Oh no, I grabbed my Corona. Go back. Oh, I'm grabbing all the wrong things. Shoot.
need to lock your layers.
Yeah, I know nothing about how to use any of this. And I'm happy that way. Oh, you stupid fucking... God. It just grabbed it. Like, I didn't tell it to grab it. It just grabbed it. Okay. Now... Okay. Good enough. Okay. It's not good enough. Come here. I need you to be right...
You can press the arrow keys while it's selected to move it 1 pixel at a time.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
Oh, that I should do that. I'm happy with this. This is fine. Okay. So you can do this on either of these 2 bumps. It doesn't matter. But you're just going to clip in the same way you did before, and it's going to be an upward teleport, which means you want to be 1 pixel out, like we did the first time. And instead of pressing down and left, when you swing the sword, you're going to push down and right. So when you do these glitches, you're always doing it into the mountain.
Okay.
Oops. And Link will... So this is for the upward teleport, right? But you'll say, well, wait a second, Link is down below. I'll let you get that first. Hello, Fire Dog. JWJ is Juning with Junie. It's this thing that I do where if people think that I can help them with things, then I try to help them with things. That's right. That's right, Natter. So don't be frustrated that it's like harder to clip into the wall moving right. The reason for that is that it's those 1 pixel movements, so it's going to take more of them, and it's a little bit more finicky. So it's normal for that to be a little bit harder. In fact, I use a different grip.
I want to make it the 3 pixel high thing again, right?
Not the 3 pixel high thing. You're going to be 1 pixel out from that.
Okay.
So I'm not sure how... Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so one thing you'll notice is Link doesn't have a shadow. Okay? That's because Link is not actually here. If you go to the map screen and look at where Link is, it's showing him... well, it kind of looks like he's right where he is, actually. But he's up above where you are right now.
Yeah.
He went off the screen. So make a save state real quick. And you're going to transition, come up to like where this mountain is and walk to the right, and you'll transition into Death Mountain. And then you need to walk up and down to scroll the camera up. And then if you walk in like sort of here, you'll walk into Old Man Cave. So you want to be able to see Link at the top of the screen. That's the up and down motions is to get that. Once you can see Link up there, you can search for that cave.
There it is.
It's perfect. Yep. So that is Death Mountain Ascent. So if you don't have your glove, you can come up here anyway. All you need are boots. And by the way, I know you said that ultimately you want to be playing No Logic Seeds. When you start a No Logic Seed, you start with boots. So you'll always be able to do that. You can come up here right away. Okay, now we're going to do the Death Mountain Descent in Dark World. So... Actually, you know... This is a good time to show another... I was going to show this later, but... what you can do when you're here is you can get your spin speed. And then come over to this area where there's this like this one rock. And when you have spin speed, a really cool thing happens where you can just walk off of cliffs that you shouldn't be able to walk off. So if you come down here and just move to the right, you'll fall off of the cliff.
Oh. So just have the trigger for...
Yep, just have
spin speed active.
Have spin speed armed, and then just walk off the cliff like that.
Come on.
And hook speed works too, because again, hook speed and spin speed are the same thing. So, like if you already have the hook shot out, it's usually faster or easier to get that. Or if you're having trouble with the spin speed, you can always just switch to hook.
And so, where do I jump off?
Straight down and to the right. So just line up with that bottom railing and just follow it to the right. You have to kind of be facing down.
There we go.
Perfect. Nice. Okay, now from here, now if we look at the map, you'll see that Link is like down at the base of the mountain. Except he's not.
Yeah.
He's actually up by Hera. Now you started moving around a little bit. You want to be a little careful, because you're actually like sort of inside the wall of Hera when you do this clip. And so you want to press up to kind of snap yourself down out of the wall. And then you just move over a little bit and climb into Hera.
I feel like I might have gotten myself
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're at the base of Hera right now, so you just have to find the stairway.
Oh. Well, I guess
or you can start over. That's fine too. Yeah, you were walking along the base of Hera.
Hook speed is a lot easier for me, so...
It is. Well, it's a lot easier. It's
Okay.
It's good to get used to doing the spin speed because you won't always have hook shot. But but if you have hook shot, it's usually easier and faster to get your speed from that. So you have to move over to the right a little bit. The entrance to Hera is over kind of like where the here, let me just go back down there and show you.
Oh, found it.
Found it, yeah. So it's like right, just to the right here. So that's what you're aiming for. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now we can leave and we're gonna do Death Mountain Descent. Do we have Moon Pearl? We do. Okay, well I do. If you don't have Moon Pearl, make sure you have Moon Pearl before you go through here. But go ahead and take the portal to Dark World. Hello, MM2. Alright, and then come join me over here. Once again, you're going to get your spin speed or hook speed, either way. And after you, maybe make a save state here, because after you go off the cliff, bad things can happen if you do the wrong thing. So you're going to jump off this way. And after you land, you're going to start dashing and then face up. So that you're going to bonk the wall up here. Perfect. And then press down to transition. And you'll be at the bottom of the mountain. So, like, if you don't have Dark World access, but you have a Moon Pearl and boots, you can just go up to the mountain, and now you're down here. And now you can go over and you can get your water walk to get over to the east side of the world. There's a lot of great things you can do. All right, any questions about any of that?
No. Not
okay.
So far.
Sweet. All right, we are cruising. So let's see.
A lot of it ends up making sense. I just need to know what I'm doing.
Exactly, and that's like 90% of the glitches in Zelda. Is once you know how to do them, it's like, oh yeah, that's not that bad. It's kind of easy, but it's just a matter of having the knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go back up to the up to Death Mountain. We're gonna clip into GT. So I think we have that save state up there. Yeah, there's the save state right here. So now this is way easier with hook speed. I'm gonna show you how to do it with both, so that you don't have to rely on the hook speed. But hook speed makes it way easier. So come all the way over here, and you're gonna face down and hold your sword out and get hook speed. You have to have the sword out the entire time you do this. You'll know you have your hook speed when Link starts moving really funny with his feet. Also, you'll be able to walk into the wall over here. But you want to line up with this back wall and just press left until you can't move anymore. Yeah, make sure you're lined up with that back wall. Perfect. Okay. And now you're going to release the spin, and you're going to press down and left. Oops. I messed it up.
I also messed up.
What did I do? Alright, let me try again. Maybe it's down right. I haven't done this in a long time. Maybe... Oops, I hit the wrong button. Oops. Frickin'. It might be down left. Oh yeah, it's down left. Sorry. I mean down right. It's down right, not down left. I don't even remember what I said before. But it's definitely down right. Which is backwards from what it seems like it should be. Hello, Eden. Okay, and this is another spot where you're kind of inside of a wall. To get out, you press right, and that will clip you onto the stairway of GT, and then you just walk up and go into the entrance. And so this is how you can get into GT. Oh, you pushed left. You pushed left. You had to push right.
I think you have your directions mixed up because I pressed right.
Oh, did you? It looked like you pressed left. But you'll have to do it again.
Oh yeah, because it's blocked off.
Right.
So press right, which is by holding my hand up. That use this hand to move, to do stuff. So it's that way. Okay.
Perfect.
Directions are.
Yeah, well, and it's weird too because you're pressing right to clip left. The way that Link works when he's like in or near a wall is when you press toward the wall, it moves him the opposite direction. And I think that was. I mean, I'm just guessing,
That's the case
but
with a lot of games, really. But
is it okay? Well, maybe that's a common thing then.
as soon as it detects a change, if you try and go further into a wall, then typically it'll be like, no, you're not supposed to be there, and push you out. So
Yeah. Yep. Yep. So anytime you're in a wall or like slightly in a wall and you want to get out of it, you want to press toward the wall in order to get out. Because if you press away from the wall, it'll do the opposite. It'll push you further into the wall, and then you'll be stuck. Yeah, MM2, I'd be down. I don't have plans later. I'd be down for that.
oh yeah, these staircases are different from the other staircases.
Are they?
Ladders and staircases are different because these are, like, you can stop moving on the outside staircases. I was trying to do.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Spin speed, but it doesn't work on these.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. What is next on the list? Clip to Hera, clip to GT. Oh, yeah, clip to East Death Mountain. Okay, well, since we're... Well, okay, we can't get out, so... I'm just going to load my... Whoops. Shit. I was focused on the wrong thing. Okay, I'm gonna load my save state from before. And let's do this in Dark World first. Yeah, MM2, see if you can gather some people, and I am down. I'm sorry if this is not thrilling, Fire Dog. Oh, you get out of here. You get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, so this is kind of a weird one. And this works the same in Light World and Dark World. But Dark World's a little easier because of these, you know, the way the bumps are. So you need to do this from the second bump on the top. And you're going to clip in, and we're going to do a downward teleport, which means you want to be, like, have that 3 pixel high thing. And it'll put you into the mountain here. And then don't touch anything once you're there.
Whoops. I went up instead of down.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah, you must not have been in quite far enough.
Meow.
Meow.
Whenever something goes fast, I can't help but make race car sounds.
Of course. Yeah, it would be weird not to. I don't know, Natter. That's a good question. I've never been very interested in doing the, like, 2 games, 1 controller thing. I might try one sometime, but I don't know.
Away. I don't want to talk.
He's coming for you.
There we go.
Okay, so make another save state here, because, oops, I keep not being on the right window to make my save states. All right, so now you're going to do, like, a little Mortal Kombat move. You're going to do a circle from right to down to left. So a half circle, and you're going to keep doing that. You can mess it up, and it's fine. Just whatever you do, don't press up. And do that until you can't move anymore. It doesn't have to be super fast. You just have to make sure you do all of those movements.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Cool. Once you're there, just hold right until you hop all the way off on the other side of the screen. And then that's it. Then you can come up here. And you've achieved victory.
I went down, but
Yeah, I mean that's fine too. As long as you don't get stuck, you can get stuck on those rocks, and then you cry. But yeah, I mean either way, then you can just climb the mountain, whatever. But that is a way to get over to this side of the world if you don't otherwise have access to it. I don't know if we need to go over to the light world. It's the same thing. It's just you.
yeah.
You just take that second bump down.
Figure it out in the light
Yeah.
world.
Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, so while we're over here... Oh yeah, go ahead and climb the mountain. And we're gonna clip into Turtle Rock.
How do you do that thing where you clip through blocks using the hook shot?
Oh, here, let me come down and show you. So make a save state real quick. And all you have to do...
The right save state.
Did you load one?
Second.
Okay. Soon TM.
Fortunately, loading save states only gives me more practice. So.
Exactly. Right. All right. So you just have to use the hookshot while the block is moving. That's it.
Oh, there we go. Cool.
Now, this part is a little bit trickier. What you do is you push this block on the left to get out of the way. And then you make another save state, because this will take a few tries probably. You do the same thing, only as soon as you start moving, press to the right. Oops, I messed it up. And messed it up again, but it worked anyway. So the idea here is you can't be all the way to the right on the block. Yeah, where you're at now will be fine. You just have to make sure as soon as you hook the block, you start pressing to the right. So really, when I do it, I just like I know the timing of doing the hook shot, and as soon as I use the hook shot, I start pressing right. Raven.
I'm pressing left.
Oh.
I'm smart.
Raven, thank you for the raid. Raidven.
Here we go. Oh, my
Perfect.
stream is... Okay, we're good.
Perfect. Hello, Tech. Hello, Booze. Yeah, I understand, Raven. That makes sense. Hello, Fusion Warrior. All right. So, I'm sure you're sensing a theme by now. We're going to get our spin speed or hook speed, either way. And we're going to come down here, and we're going to just walk off the edge. And hooray, we're in Turtle Rock. It's as easy as that.
Sit down
Yep,
here.
you
right?
should. Yep, should just have to walk down to the right. Just walk right off the edge. Should be working. Looks like you have it armed.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
to the right. I
Yeah.
still am really good with directions.
Perfect. So that's an easy way to get into Turtle Rock. All right. Sweet. Let's do some mirror stuff. So let's go back to that save state. We're going to now do... Oh, wait. No. Go back to the, like where Old Man is, and we're going to climb up to, climb up Death Mountain again. Take the Take the Fortochnik. Hello, how are you? I don't know how to say your name, but hello. Also, I think I got a ding. Oh, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, sorry, I'm on my way.
Oh wait, I'm in Dark World. I could just use mirror. I don't need to look for portals.
Yeah, oh, man.
Now, Link to the Past is not the Zelda game that I am most familiar with. I don't know which one that would be, but it's not this one.
Yeah, it's all good. All right, sounds good, MM2. All right, so we're going to take the portal, and we're going to do that same climb we just did, only when you get to the top, stay up there. All right, Booze, have a good one. And also, Raven, have a good one. That's right. We're having fun. MM2, you were talking to me or to Booze? I would love a ping. I thought you were talking to Booze. Yeah, please shoot me a ping. Otherwise, I will...
Okay.
I don't know. All right, sweet. Okay, so this has a few steps to it. This is a mirror wrap to Laser Bridge, is what we're ultimately doing. So first, you want to line yourself up here. Make sure you don't jump off, but just like line yourself up to the top. You're gonna transition through the screen. Walk up just a little bit. It doesn't matter. Just so you're like a few, another link up or something. And transition again. From here, you're going to dash bonk into the transition. And everything we've just done, the point of it is to get yourself against the transition from this side, okay? Now from here, you're going to use the mirror and transition on the same frame. So you'll press... Oh, yeah. Yeah, so make sure you... you're going to... Oh. Heck! I'll let you get back up again.
What other Zelda games have you even played besides Link to the Past?
Zelda 1. I tried Zelda 2 when I was a kid, didn't get very far. And I started Ocarina of Time several times and got bored.
I'd recommend Majora's Mask then, because it's the better of the two.
Yeah, I actually want to play that. That is one that I'm kind of interested in at least trying out.
Whoops.
I think you can jump down if you hold a direction. Like try holding each of the directions and see if you hop down with any of them.
Okay, here we go. Weird that holding up makes me jump down. But
yeah. So
we're not really in the bounds of normalcy anymore.
Exactly. For whatever reason, that one works. Like usually, if you're stuck in a wall, you're just stuck. But like, Hera lets you jump off of it. So yeah, so the first step is to line up with the top. And then do a transition, walk up a little bit, do the transition. And then you're going to dash, but start the dash facing right, and then turn around so that you bonk the transition on the left.
That?
Perfect. Good. Okay. Now make a save state here. Because next thing you're going to do is use the mirror on the same frame you transition. So you're going to push left and Y on the same frame, which I failed to do just now, which is fine. If you mess this up, it's no big deal. There we go. So if you do it right... Oh, did you get it?
Yeah.
I didn't see. Okay, so now, once again, be careful with this because you're going to line yourself up with this rock here, but there is a ledge there. If you hold up, you will jump off, and you don't want to jump off. But go up and line up with it. And then transition to the right. And then push nothing. And now hold down. And you're on the ledge. Right here, we're on the ledge of... maybe I can even scroll the camera. Nope, you can't. But we're on the ledge where Laser Bridge is. So you can just walk up into Laser Bridge. And then you have to bomb the entrance open because it hasn't been bombed open yet. But there you go. So that is a nice, quick, and happy way to get into the back of Turtle Rock.
Nice.
Okay, let's see. May want to have a schedule for saving. Why do you say that, Natter? What do you mean a schedule for saving? Okay, so
I've
now
never played it with emulators, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, it's prone to crashing? Oh, heck. Okay, good to know.
If your computer can handle it, I would recommend using Cemu, the 3DS emulator, and doing Majora's Mask 3D. Because I
Okay.
personally preferred that one. But
Okay. I mean, I'd probably just do it on SNES because that's what I have. I wouldn't have to get a new emulator.
yes, Majora's Mask on SNES.
Oh, it was on N64, wasn't it? Okay. Yeah, I have one of those too. All right. So, okay, now we're going to do mirror wrap to Ice Palace. So, just work your way down to Link's house, and we're going... Oops. Cancel. And we're going to take the transition just south of Link's house. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum.
That's how you do that.
All right, and then we're going to come down here. Nice item dash. By the way, you can do item dash with any item.
Yeah.
Some of them are useful. Some of them are not. Right, yep. Okay, so once again, we're just going to clip into the mountain and do a downward teleport. Do it from this bump here. You're one bump lower. I think it'll still work from there. I'm not sure. We can find out.
Does.
Fantastic. Okay. And then transition. And you can try to find the transition from here if you want. Whatever your favorite method. I'm just going to lay a bomb right now and bomb myself into the transition. And you can do a dash turn if you want to face the right way. I don't think it really matters. Just as long as you're against the transition. And then make a save state. And same thing as before, you're just going to use the mirror the same time that you transition. Which I also failed again. There we go. Perfect. Now, you want to walk up, and be careful you don't walk up too far, because if you do, you'll hit it. Here, I'll show you. If you walk up too far, you'll do a transition, and then you'll be stuck in this. It's a hard lock. So you want to walk up. I just look at the, like, there's these layers of grass. So there's this upper tile of grass, and then this next tile of grass. I just line link up with this second tile of grass. And then transition to the right.
Okay.
And from here, you're in the Ice Palace courtyard. Press down to clip yourself up so you don't get stuck in the wall. And then the entrance is like over here. Perfect.
Neat.
All right. Now we're gonna do some bunny stuff. So, yeah, let's get back up to Death Mountain again. Turn your pearl off. And then take the transition up there.
I mean, theoretically, lady, if you do N64S, if you just say it like you're an old parent or something, you go like N64's games, and it wouldn't trigger automatically, I don't think.
I don't understand why it triggers it at all in the first place.
It looks a little bit like the soft N-word, but
Really?
like the resemblance is really hard to see. You have to be looking really hard for it.
I almost forgot to shut off my pearl. Moon pearl. No. Oh, I see. Because it's part of game. So you can say N64, you just can't say N64 game.
I guess.
Interesting. Huh. Huh. I guess that makes sense. Kinda. Such a good song. Alright, so line yourself up over here, and use the mirror, and then hold your sword out and move up a little bit. Just to get out of the way of the mirror portal. So you'll see that Link's shadow is 1 pixel away from the bridge. You want to move over 1 pixel. You can dash buffer so that Link's shadow is just touching it. Basically, you just want to move over 1 pixel and then go back through the portal. That will make it so that the game, you're not like into the side of the mountain enough that it'll like mirror you back. But you are over 1 pixel, so use the mirror again. And move yourself out again. And this time, I just forget exactly where this is. I think it's like this, so that 2 pixels of Link's shadow is, let me just make sure it doesn't work here. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So you want 2 pixels of Link's shadow to be outside of the, like, the bridge.
Line.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then move back into the portal. So once again, now, the way that these borders work, it looks like they're really thick, but it's actually just like a teeny, it's like one thin line that blocks you from getting across. So we have actually gone across to the other side of the border, and now you can hop down. Now there are a couple of things we can do from here, so make a save state once you hop down. The first thing is you can wander down here, and now you're down at the base of Death Mountain and in the land of the other land. You're in the mainland.
World.
Yeah. And so you can like come around down here and do bunny things, which we can talk about some of the bunny things that you can do, but for now let's just know that you can get down here. Okay. The other thing you can do from here is wiggle your way between these blocks. I think you can come down this way too. Just kind of wiggle until you get there. There you go. And I've found that the more you're centered here, the better this works. So try to get yourself like right centered on this side of this this rocky thing here, and use the mirror. And then once you're in Light World, just move down as far as you can go and let it mirror you back.
Whoops.
And by the way, this still works if you're not centered there, but it's hard to get to the spot because it'll keep shoving you out of the mountain for some reason. But if you're centered, you can just walk right down to it.
Okay.
Okay, good. So then just hold down and you'll hop up here. So this is a way to get to Super Bunny as a bunny when you don't have like mitts or any other way to get over here. All right. What do we have next? Death Mountain is bunny. Oh, Pyramid Fairy. Oh, this is a fun one. This is one of my favorite ones. I love this one. So we're gonna head back over to East Death Mountain. Sorry, West Death Mountain by Old Man. And you're gonna do that same clip that you did like to get up to Hera, only don't go into Hera. Freaking rock. Just hop down, clip yourself out of the wall, and then you're going to jump down, and the portal is right here. So aim for like this spot right here and walk into the portal.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. And by the way, you can do this whether you're a bunny or Link, it doesn't matter. But you can do it as a bunny, and that maybe makes it more useful. All right, we're gonna come over here, and I like to line myself up like just underneath right here so that the bunny's ears are touching the top of whatever this little formation is. And then go ahead and mirror. Now, if you have a flute, you can just flute. If you don't have a flute, you have to go into Old Man Cave to reset the room and then do a Death Mountain descent. But if you have the flute, just flute to Link's house. Oh, did you step on the portal?
I stood still too long.
By the way...
Oh, because we're not actually there. That's right.
Exactly.
I was like, why is the portal not there?
Yeah. By the way, take a look at the map and look where Link is right now.
Oh, he's in Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, he's in Hyrule Castle. So, so flute to 4. Shoot, I think... Hang on. I don't know what preset you're at. Yeah, I think, my Aga is dead. So if I go through... It's bad to go through here because it'll portal me. If you have the 3 guards here, the red, blue, and green guard, that means that you have also killed Aga at this point. So we'll have to go around through Uncle to get into the courtyard.
Or I can just set my progress to be Zelda instead of
There
Aga.
you go. There you go. Do that. But we'll go to the courtyard.
It's good to know that that's what you would do. If you
Right, exactly. Exactly.
didn't do.
Normally, if you're doing a no logic seed, you won't be killing Aga anyway. Okay, we need to pick up a bush. Because as long as you're holding a bush, you can touch this portal, nothing will happen. It's not going to activate... Oh, shit. Okay, that guy's stuck. It's not going to activate until you release the bush. So you want to line yourself up so you're like halfway in between these two, whatever they are, little tiny trees, I guess. And then,
Shrubs.
yeah.
Call them.
And then make sure you're facing up and throw the bush. And you'll walk right into Pyramid.
Nice.
And so this does 2 things. This allows you to pick up the chests that are in here if you're doing a rando, and it also brings you to this part of Dark World. So if you have no other access to this part of Dark World, you can get there by doing this. So it's super, super useful. I love this one. Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into some more advanced stuff. If you're going to do no logic seeds, the Kiki skip is essential. It's one of the first things that you're going to do. Go back up to Old Man. And just make your way. Like, you can do the clip up if you want. But the idea here is just to get to the top of the mountain. And you want to go into this cave here. And kill all the mold arms, because otherwise they're going to make your life sad. Alright, before we do this, there's one other technique that you will want to be aware of and know how to do, and that's sword buffering. Actually, let's talk about all the different kinds of buffering. There's sword buffering, there's select buffering, and there's pause buffering. So to sort... Do you already know how to do this? It looks like you're already doing it. What you do is you press the...
I figured it out on my own.
Okay, so you press the direction that you want to go, and then swing the sword. So it's like the frame after. And it's the same as dash buffering, only you're using the sword to do it. So just like with dash buffering, if you do this to the right or down, you'll move 1 pixel at a time. If you do it to the left or up, you'll go 2 pixels at a time. So that's sword buffering. Select buffering is similar. You press select, and then you hold the direction you want to go. Just don't hold down right now. Hold any direction but down when you try this. And you can push any of the face buttons to remove the window, and then press select again. And there's a window of time that this works. You can be too fast or you can be too slow. You want to err on the side of being too slow, because if you're too... Sorry, you want to err on the side of being too fast, because if you're too slow, then you'll go farther than you want to, and you'll probably overshoot whatever it is you're trying to do while you're doing this buffering. Okay? So if you do like a bunch of them and Link doesn't move at all, that's okay. Just keep trying. Try to do it a little bit slower every time. But it's a window of like 2 or 3 frames or something that it works. I'm not exactly sure. But that's select buffering. And then there's pause buffering, where it's the same as sword buffering, only you pause instead of swinging your sword. So you press the direction you want to move, and then immediately pause. And same idea here. It's better to err on the side of not moving than to move too far. All right. So that's all the buffering that you really need to know about. So to set this up, basically what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to pod, okay, from here by clipping through the wall. So to start, you're going to turn to the left and just bonk the wall. That sets you up in the proper the proper horizontal pixel. So you won't want to move left or right from here. This is exactly where you want to be. And then just do some sword buffers up and down until you get right to this spot here where Link's hat is like just touching the little pebble on the ground there.
Let's see which pebble.
I can blow this up if you need me to.
I think I see it.
Okay. Yeah, let me blow yours up real quick just to make sure. And yeah, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, make a save state here because this is going to probably take a few tries. Once you're in this position, you're going to lay a bomb. And then you're going to line yourself up with the bottom wall and dash into the bomb as it explodes. There's a very wide window for this working, so don't feel like this has to be like frame perfect or anything. You just have to like run into the wall as the bomb explodes. If you start dashing when it starts flashing, you should be fine. So just like that.
Okay.
Perfect. Now from here, maybe make another save state. Because now you're going to want to do one buffer up. You can use the buffer of your choice. I generally sword buffer it. But it's got to be just one frame of movement. And then from there, I like to do a pause buffer. But again, you can do a buffer of your choice. And we're going to buffer down right. Oh, actually, this is different from the pause buffer I was talking about before. To do this one, pause first, and then as you unpause, start holding down right.
There we go.
Perfect.
Pod looks different than
Yeah, right? Yeah. Now you're in pod. So now I want to be very clear about this. If you ever do this in like a multi or something, you can ruin things. Because like if you pick up a key right now, you're not picking up a key for pod. You're picking up a key for cave state, exactly. And then that key is lost forever unless you know how to close that chest by using other major glitches. Okay? Same for the big key. In fact, anytime you're not playing some key sanity type of seed, you're not going to want to open up any chests. That doesn't mean you can't do this. You can still do this to open up doors and kind of wander around or get to this part. I don't know. I guess it can. I don't know. You're stuck. You're stuck. So anyway, from here now, I'm going to show you your very first YBA. By the way, if you leave here, hold down to get back in. But you won't want to leave because then the enemies will come back and that'll be sad. But it's the same idea. If pod hasn't been opened yet, then you're going to be in the wall when you leave. And so by pressing down, that'll snap you up into the entrance. But if you press up, it'll snap you down and you'll be stuck.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to come over here and we're going to do our first YBA. I'm not going to go into a great deal about how YBAs work. I'm going to give you a tutorial vid that Toadso did that really goes into a lot of detail on all of these door glitches, and it's basically how I learned how to do them and how to manipulate them and what works where and what doesn't work where. But for now, just get yourself a red potion, which I don't have. I need to get myself one. Bottles. I'm just going to give myself a bunch of red potions. Here's my recommendation. This one can be red or blue. If you do YBAs like haphazardly, always use a red potion until you know like how they all work. Because red is universal. Red will work pretty much anywhere. Blue and green work under certain circumstances. Basically, you can use a blue potion on a super tile and a green potion on a sub tile. If you use a blue potion on a sub tile or a green potion on a super tile, you'll get a fake flute, and that's 99% of the time not what you want to be doing. Okay, so anyway, the way we set this up, first of all, make sure you aren't full health. I don't think you are. I think you probably have like 13 hearts. Okay. So you want to move yourself into the doorway so that you can only see 2 pixels of Link's hat. So right like this. And then once you get there, make a save state. I'm going to make one too. Perfect. Okay. So now you're going to press down and use the potion at this on the same frame. Whoops, which I failed at. I failed again. I am bad. There we go. So if you do it right, you should get that fade out.
Okay.
And then don't push anything.
Okay.
Perfect. Good. Okay. So what we've just done the YBA. Link is just south of the transitional border right now, which is bad. We need to get him above the transitional border, but we don't push up to do that. We push left or right, and that'll move him out of the door, but you don't want to go out too far. You want to go out until you can see Link's feet, but stay in that doorway. If you move too far, then the camera will start moving, and things will be very bad.
Okay.
Once you've moved out so you can see Link's feet, then press down to transition and just let him fall. And then you're in pod. I mean,
Or
not
Hera.
pod. Hera. You're not in pod anymore. Now you're in Hera. Since this is going so quickly, I think I'm gonna. I wasn't planning on showing this one, but let's go ahead and do one more clip. That, if you're doing a no logic seed, this is sort of like a typical pathway you'll take. Like you'll do the Kiki skip, clear out pod, and then you'll do the YBA to come into Hera, and then we can do one more YBA. We can do one more clip that will take us into Swamp. Okay, but this is like the shittiest clip in the game, so it's really dumb. So to set this one up, first thing you want to do is face down and bonk. That sets you up to the right horizontal pixel, and then move yourself down dash buffer so that the bottom of Link's shadow is just above the dark part in the floor. So like right here. There's those little circles in the floor and there's a little dark part that separates them. You want to be able to see that dark part, but nothing more.
Got it.
And then do a dash turn to the left. And then once you're there, make a save state.
Oops. That was incorrect. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, and then make your save state. So let me explain what we're going to do here before I do it, because it's a lot of stuff that happens all at once. You're going to lay a bomb. Once you lay the bomb, you're going to walk down and pick up the pot. And when you throw the pot, try to throw it so that you move 1 pixel to the right as you throw it. So you do kind of a dash buffer as you throw it, okay? That's not necessary, but it will make the setup for the rest of what we're going to do way easier, okay? So lay the bomb, pick up the pot, throw it with a dash buffer to the right, and then as the bomb explodes, you're going to dash to the left and get stuck in the wall. So the whole thing will look like this. I did a bad dash buffer, so I may not be in the right position. I'm going to try it again just to make sure I'm in the right place. Okay. There we go. Okay, now I'm definitely in the right place.
Nope.
Yeah, you're getting really close. You're dashing a little bit late, so you're dashing after the explosion. So do everything exactly like you're doing it. Everything looks perfect. only just dash a little bit earlier. Yeah, now somewhere in between. Good. Okay. I'm not sure if that's the right horizontal pixel or not. We'll find out in a second. So from here, maybe make another save state, because what we're going to do is 2 buffers up. I like to do sword buffers, but I used to do select buffers. That was easier for me until I got more comfortable with sword buffers. And you want to be in this position. Let me blow this up so I can show you what I'm looking at and how I kind of line this up. And then maybe I'll have you tell me how to how to fix this so it goes right back again.
I mean, you can always just Control Z until it's at the point it was.
What is control? Oh, to reset it? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so what I'm looking at is Link's shadow is sort of like cradling these 3 white pixels here. If you have...
I'm on the right horizontal subpixel.
Okay,
are you... Horizontal.
Are you too far to the left?
I'm too far to the left.
Okay, that's what happens if you don't get that 1 pixel buffer with the pot. This is fine. All you have to do is buffer 1 pixel to the right from where you are, and you should be fine. Perfect. Yes. Okay. It's gonna look different. Well, okay, you moved. Yeah, when you moved up, I think it popped you out. I'm not sure.
We'll just do it again.
Yeah, go ahead and start it again. So if you find that you're not in it, like, okay, if you don't get that 1 pixel with the pot, sometimes you'll be 1 pixel too far to the left, like you were. You can move 1 pixel to the right from there, but then don't move after that.
There we go.
Perfect.
That's the right position.
Okay. And if you have some other visual cue that you like better, you know, use whatever works for you. This is just what has been the most... It's easiest for me to see this way. From here, you're going to... Okay. So then you're just going to do a sword spin, and this is going to be like we were doing with the mountain before. As you release the sword, press down and left, and it'll take you down into the swamp. All right, let me Control Z. Oh, that's wonderful. Look at that. Look how easy that is. I didn't know that you could do the Control Z with OBS.
Yeah, it took me a while to figure it out, but then it was very useful once I did.
Yeah. So from here, it's very important if you don't have a hammer, make sure you don't walk right, because you'll be stuck. You want to walk left.
Yeah.
And then the point here is you can open up these doors. And
wait, so if you walk, it's not going to clip you out to the right if you walk left.
Right.
It's you're gonna walk in the direction that you're actually walking in.
That's right, because these hammer pegs, I don't know, they work differently somehow. They're not actually walls, and so the game doesn't try to clip you out of them. You can just walk right off of them.
Okay.
You just can't walk through them.
Just making sure.
Yeah. All right, so let's see what's next. So that was Kiki Skip and YBA to Hera. Okay, I'm just going to show you a few common YBAs now. There's going to be one more technique that you'll have to kind of learn for a couple of these. But we'll do that now. So let's go to Eastern.
Can't mirror out loud.
Right, because you're in a cave. What's neat is you can delete, like if there were any blocks that you can push, you could delete those blocks. Like you can with in a cave. Okay, and in Eastern, we're going to head to the Stalfo's room.
I know my way to Eastern.
This place is a maze.
There we go.
GG.
Got it eventually.
Yeah. Yeah, so just make your way to Stalfo's room, kill the Stalfos, and we're gonna learn how to do a little bomb snap.
Let me see if I can only have to kill 2 of them.
You got this.
Nope. I have no idea what I'm doing with that.
Yeah, let me show you how that works. I'm
I
not
only
gonna.
have to kill 3.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it again because I'd have to like leave the dungeon and everything.
Yeah.
But so there's a little U-shaped kind of like laser tripper here. Like that's how I think of it. I think of it as like tripping a laser. But it kind of comes through sort of like this. So when you pick up that pot, oh, and what it does when you trip that, that's what makes them spawn. So you can hang out on the outside perimeter of the room as much as you want, and they'll never spawn. So you come up here, pick up the pot, and then you want to come inside of that U shape and throw a pot to the right. That'll kill this guy, and then you walk up to get outside of that U shape and pick up this pot, and then this guy will spawn, and you kill him.
Okay.
So that's
That
the thing. So yeah, so you just have to not walk over that. Okay. All right. So bomb snapping. Here's the thing about this door. It's an auto door, which means as soon as you press into it, it's gonna suck you in. And so you can't get yourself to the transitional border easily by just like walking to it. So you have to do this trick with the bomb. And here's how you do it. First thing, line yourself up with the wall. Put your sword out and then just move over, and that puts you right on the border of where the door is going to suck you in. And then let me just explain the whole thing before I do it. I'm going to lay a bomb, then I'm going to start walking through the doorway, and the game will allow me to pick up the bomb at any point while I'm walking through the doorway, which will interrupt my movement through the door. I'm going to pick the bomb up about as high as I can. Basically when I can see the bottom half of Link, or like just like his feet, right? That's when I'm gonna pick up the bomb. Then I have to throw the bomb again, and then I'm going to tap up and pick the bomb up just as it explodes. And that will shove Link to the transitional border. So I'll do this a few times to show you, but here's how it goes. So lay the bomb, walk through, pick it up, throw it, and then pick it up again. So there's a lot happening there. Let me do it again. Lay the bomb, pick it up, throw it, and pick it up. If you can't see Link, at all, then you know you've done it right. And there I did it wrong. And wrong again. Okay, I'm gonna watch you here. Yeah, so so start walking through the door before you pick up the bomb. Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's too early.
Yeah, the place where you're at, you can salvage it from there. But see if you can get the whole thing once first. But I'll show you how to salvage that.
That's the Y button. Oh, okay. So do you press down again once you reach the top in order to pick up the bomb again, right?
You press A to pick up the bomb, but you don't have to push down.
Okay.
You never push down through this. It's only going to be pushing up. And in fact, you're going to tap up just as you're picking it up the last time.
Okay.
Because what's happening is, like, Link starts moving through the doorway again when you press up, and then you pick up the bomb and it explodes, and for whatever reason, that snaps Link, like, right against the transition.
Okay, I think I see.
You're getting real close.
Press the right buttons. That helps.
Yeah, so it's really just you push Y to lay it, but then everything else is just A.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. Now, from here, we're going to do a YBA. So maybe make another save state.
Yeah.
And it'll do that same fade out. And you'll get this little circle at the top of the screen. And all you have to do is just push A. I think any button. Yeah, just push any button. And that'll go away. And then it'll be in Mire. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So this is our Eastern to Mire thing. Let me just show you real quick how you can salvage this if you oops. No, I'm pushing the wrong buttons. If you don't get snapped in all the way. So say I do this and I pick up the bomb. Oops. Heck. Shoot. Forgot I made that other save state. Okay, so I do this, I pick up the bomb, and I don't get it thrown or something, and I'm stuck here, right? You can do the same thing that you just did, only the whole thing is delayed. So you place a bomb, pick it up, and throw it, and then wait for it to explode. Oh, I missed it. Wait for it to explode, and do the same thing, just push up and pick it up, and that'll knock you in. So as long as you're snapped there, you can still lay the bomb, and it'll still work. Alright.
I have 2 save states, don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Alright, next one. Let's actually do the well to Ice Palace. So we're going to go to the Kakariko Well.
Yeah. And then I can just do that.
Perfect. Good. Easy.
Well, I would be able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so this one is very, very similar. It's actually exactly the same, really. In fact, yeah, let's just do it so that you can practice again with the same thing, I guess. But it's the same thing. You line yourself up. This is another auto door. So if I go through it, it'll suck me right in. By the way, if you do get sucked in and you come out, you can do a dash turn. And that'll put you right at the, like right next to the door. You don't have to like come over here and set it up again. Okay, but then it's just the same thing. Lay the bomb, go through, throw the bomb, pick it up, and then do your YBA.
Should set the same state first. Nope. No. Just salvage it. Okay. And then same thing as before. It's early.
Yeah, it's so frustrating. When you're doing these without save states, always save and quit when you buy the potions that you're getting for YBAs. Because then if you accidentally waste the potion, you can just reset the emulator or console rather than losing your potion.
It's always good to get very good at the backup strats and then a little bit good at the good
Exactly. Yeah, totally.
And then same thing, press A.
Yep.
Or any button really.
That's
now
right.
You're nice.
Then you're nice. And without ice physics, which is really
nice.
Fantastic. It's amazing how much easier these guys are to deal with when you don't have to slide around on the ice. Okay, so just one more YBA that I had planned for us to do, and that is Uncle to Thieves Town.
Okay. I can do this again. Nope, this was Cave State.
Yeah. All right, this one is a little weird. Because it's a deep door. Like you know how like all of the rooms have like two layers, right? Like there's the upper level and the lower level. So everything that we've done so far has been in the upper level. In fact, most of the game is in the upper level. There's just a few places that have this lower level, and this is one of them. So so it's hard to tell where that transitional border is. The way that you can do it though, and this only works if you have Master Sword or better. Turn to the left and start moving up into the doorway. Oh, this is gonna be hard because of the ROM hack. You know what? Let's try it. That's not gonna work facing the right, is it? Let me see. Oh, it still works. Okay. So face to the right. Normally you'd face to the left, but I guess it doesn't matter. And just move yourself up until the 1 pixel of sword that you can see is in that thick black line. And there are 2 pixels where it'll work. So as long as it's on that black line, you're fine. And then you can switch to your potion. Do your do your YBA.
Potions.
And since this one isn't an auto door, it's not going to suck you right in. You do have to push up after the fade out. But then you'll be in Thieves Town.
Wow.
Nice.
All right.
So there you go. I feel like we've covered a lot, but I also feel like you caught on to all of it like really fast. So, that's everything that I had planned on us doing. Is there anything that you wanted to cover that we didn't cover?
How about that pot thing in Hera that I've seen you do?
Oh yeah, Hera pot. Okay, yeah. So let's go to Hera. All right, before we even do this, there's one thing that you have to be aware of. This stupid mini Moldorm. If you kill him and he drops an item, it has to land. Like, if it's still bouncing and you pick it up, then Herapot doesn't work. I don't know why that is. It's really frustrating. Until I knew that, I had no idea why it wasn't working sometimes. But that's a thing. So feel free to kill him, but then if he drops an item, wait for it to land to pick it up, or just don't pick it up at all. If he drops a fairy, you're screwed because fairies don't ever land. So if he drops a fairy, you have to reset the room and try again.
Come on. Just do the thing, please.
Oh, if you're against a wall, you can't get spin speed.
Oh. These boulders.
Yeah, they're awful. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this with boots, but you don't need boots to do this. But basically, come up here to these pegs here, and just press up against this middle one, and then you're on the right vertical position, and then just bonk into the wall, and that sets you in the right position. So if you didn't have boots, what I look for is I look at this shadow. I look at Link's shadow, and I see that it's covering half of this border between the 2 tiles.
Okay.
As long as you get in that position. So if I didn't have boots, I would do it like this. I'd come, still line up with this peg the same way, but then I just come over here and kind of like work my way. I guess I wouldn't have boots. I just kind of mess around until I get that pixel. There we go. So same thing. Okay. From here, I'm going to make a save state. You're going to lay a bomb. I'm not going to lay it right now, but you're going to lay a bomb And then line yourself up with this peg up here. From there, you start moving over until the chest on the right starts coming off the screen. And now I start to do pause buffers. And you want to buffer it until right here, where you can only see the one yellow pixel of the chest on the right side of the menu screen.
Okay.
And that's the position you want to be in before the bomb explodes. Now, you have to go there in 1 pixel movements, because if you approach that and get there after a 2 pixel movement, something subpixels blah blah blah, and it won't work. So you have to get there with a 1 pixel movement. Okay? So let me just do the whole thing. So we lay a bomb, we go up here. Oops, and see, I went too far.
That's the flute.
Yeah. flute won't work. And there we go. So now I should be in the right place, and the bomb will knock me over here. So that's to get it set up.
Nope, I moved vertically. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay. So then let the bomb hit you, and you should get like smacked into the pot, and then make another save state. Nice. So from here, you're going to just use the hook shot and then press. Shoot, I'm forgetting. Yeah, press upright. So while the hook shot is doing its animation, hold upright.
Like that?
Just like that. That's it. Yeah, so that's super useful. And the nice thing about this is it's a minor glitch. This is one of the most powerful minor glitches in the game.
You don't even need to do basement, theoretically, right?
What's that?
You don't even need to do the basement of Hera, theoretically, if you do that.
Right. You might need to go down there for an item, but you can complete the dungeon without having the big key, without going to the basement. Yeah. So it's very powerful. And it's right up there with Diver Down and Icebreaker, which if you want, we can go over those too. I actually had those on the list initially, but then I was like, well, this is getting kind of long, so let's focus on the major glitches. But if you have time, we can do them.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. So then let's do Icebreaker first. So go to Ice Palace.
Like, I've been struggling with the really simple stuff today, and then I just get these glitches really quickly.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. Oh, I don't have a moon pearl. I
also want to turn this on.
Oops. Alright, there's a faster way to do it. Like, we wouldn't have to go through the whole dungeon. You could probably use the presets to get here, but I'm just going to walk there because I feel like taking a nice little jaunt. All right, so I'm gonna wait for you in this room. This isn't where it's done, but it's there's some stuff to be aware of. Also, make sure you have Samaria. All right, so so we need to get this switch, and now for pretty much any circumstance you're going to do this, you're going to want to come back just to flip this switch over here and make it blue. But then you're going to go back in again. And now we're going to continue on through to the right. Once you go through the door, stop in the doorway, or you can walk, but just make sure you're lined up with the doorway and just walk straight into the wall. Okay, so first thing you need to do is a single buffer to the left. I like to use a pause buffer just because... No, I don't. What am I talking about? I lied. I do a sword buffer. So do your sword buffer to the left. And then you're going to pause and you're going to select Samaria. And as you leave the pause menu, hold down and right. If you do it right, you should be like... You're holding down right, but Link is like walking to the right like an idiot. Once you get to that point, lay a block, and while the block is forming, release the D-pad. And Link should be facing down. Oh, I wasn't watching.
And my controller dropped an input.
Oh, okay.
So I ended up locking down.
That's frustrating. Yeah, you might be getting to... Let me blow up your screen so I can see better. It's possible you're going more than 1 pixel away. Or it'll actually be 2 pixels away, but one frame. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. So yeah, go to... switch to Samaria, and then as the menu is leaving, hold down right. Perfect. And then lay the block, and as the block is laying, you have to release the D-pad. So I'm not sure what happened there, but Link should be facing down. So maybe you just released the D-pad too late, or something. I'm not sure. And you don't have to reset the room every time, as long as you like. Just
I know.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Yep, that looks good.
Okay. Am I letting go of the D-pad too early?
Maybe that's what's happening. I wasn't looking at your inputs, but that could be. Either you're releasing it too early or too late. Okay, I'm gonna watch again. Try it again.
There we go.
Got it. Okay, perfect. Okay, I gotta get your screen smaller again so I can see my screen. Okay. Maybe make a save state here, because this is a little finicky. You have to do another frame to the left. But with Samaria here, it's kind of wonky the way that this works. So I don't even do a buffer. I just tap it. Like I just do this until he moves one frame, just like that. You'll know that it's right. Just you'll get used to it. Like the block moves 1 pixel away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see.
Perfect. Then all you have to do is hold down, and you'll walk through. It's like magic. Ta-da! So that is that's Icebreaker. So now let's go and do Diver Down, and that will be in Swamp.
That's not the mirror. I'm in the dark world still. I need to mirror twice, and then I can use the flute.
Oh, were you in? Did you do that in like a weird, like fake dark world or something?
No, I did it in the real dark world. I mirrored out of the dungeon, and then I needed to mirror out of dark world.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, I don't have flippers. Heck. Whoops. This was probably a mistake. Okay. It all worked out. By the way, deleting the block like that with the mirror works the same way as you did with the hook shot earlier. It's just as the block is moving, use the mirror, and it'll delete the block. It's safe to just spam the mirror as you're pushing the block.
Okay.
Oh, we don't... Okay, give yourself flippers. Okay, when you get back to this room over here, normally you would push the statue and deal with all that. Just go straight to the right and go through this open door. Oh, shoot. Okay, we gotta, do you know... Let's see. We have to make Swamp not done yet. Heck. Game state? Is this a thing we can do?
Just set it before. So if you just do like outside skull.
Yeah, we can. Palette. Yeah, I guess we can do that. Oops. Actually, as long as we're doing this, might as well get all the way in there. So I'm going to Swamp. Maybe switch room? I don't know. Let's see where that is.
What are these room names?
I don't know. Here we go. This will work. Go to hook dash. Ow. And then you'll need to give yourself Samaria, I think. I don't think we have Samaria in this state. No. Alright, and just kill all the guys. And here's what you do. First of all, you're going to line yourself up with this railing and move over to the left until you're about here, like approximately centered. It's not pixel perfect or anything. You're going to lay a Samaria block to the left and then move up a bit and then press to the left. And what that does is it pushes the block to the right spot. Yeah, you don't have to worry too much about... Oh, were you doing something else?
I just like being centered.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're going to have to lay the block first anyway, though. So the first thing is to line up here and then come over and lay the block. I mean, I guess you could like center yourself like this if you want, but you'll want to lay the block to the left. And then you move up a little bit and then push the block. I'm not sure I did that right. There we go. And the idea is Link is now like in the corner up there, as far up and to the left as he can go, and the block is in the exact spot you need it to be. However, from here, do I remember how to do this? Hang on, I need to just go through the whole thing. Okay. So from here, you just want to do a dash buffer down, or I'm sorry, a sword buffer. Sword buffer down, so you should go down 1 pixel.
Okay.
Good. And then do hit pause, and as you're coming out of the pause screen, hold up and right, up and left. Hold up and left. And then from there, roll it to straight left, put your sword out, and then roll that back up to up and left. And then you can hop in.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, let me let me watch. In fact, I'm going to make the screen bigger so I can see better. Yeah, you can go up quite a bit when you move up. You should almost be at the point where you're going to go in the water. So then you're as far up as you can be. Yeah.
Okay.
That was a little too far. So that was 2 frames. You're down. You can just move back up again and try again.
There we go. Have to be up.
Perfect. Yep. So then you're going to hold left, put your sword out.
That was not.
Oh, sorry. Wait. No, I'm wrong.
Up left.
Yeah, I forgot. You have to. That's right. You have to buffer up left first. So it's hard to remember how to do it when I'm not doing it myself.
That's good.
Yep, perfect. So then hit pause, and then as the pause menu is coming out, hold up left. From here, you press left and put the sword out. And then roll that to up left. So it looks okay. Just, are you rolling to up left from there? Looks like you're just pushing up. Yeah, so you were just pushing up there.
I let go left.
Okay, yeah, I think that's what's happening. So, so as you're coming out of the menu, just make sure you're holding up and left. Perfect. And now roll that to left, put the sword out, and then roll it back up to up and left.
Well, that worked too. Somehow. I don't exactly know what I did.
Perfect. Yeah.
I made it up here.
There you go. Wonderful. And then you can just open the chests, and perspective is crazy. Cool. Okay. Anything else that that we didn't cover that you wanted to?
I don't think so.
Cool. I will be saving this VOD and then putting it in the Bunch of Friends Discord. So that'll live there forever if you ever need to go back to it. I'm gonna send you some I'm gonna send you that tutorial I was telling you about, the door glitches tutorial, and it'll go into so much detail about like not only YBAs but the bomb juking doors in general, mirror doors. It goes into great detail in a lot of things. It's long though. It's like 3 hours long. So yeah. So it's a lot. But it's essential if you want to do no logic seeds. And then I'll send you some other resources too. And then of course if you ever have any questions. What's that?
I don't know what happened there, but now the block is on the railing.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know exactly what is happening to make this work, and so I just do all the inputs exactly the same every time. I'm sure there's ways to kind of manipulate it and like fix it if something goes wrong, but if I mess it up, I just start over again and do everything in order. Yeah, so what's happening here, you're putting the sword out while you're facing up. After you do that up left buffer, start pressing left and then put the sword out. And then from there you should be able to roll it to up left. So you're basically you're holding up left out of the buffer and then roll that to left, put the sword out, and then roll it to up left.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Sweet. All right. Well, do you have any last questions, concerns, complaints?
Was I a good student?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, this is fun. You caught on to all of this way faster than I expected. So yeah, the whole thing went faster than I was expecting. It was super fun. I hope that this was helpful and that you learned stuff that you can. Yeah, the only thing that I would say, like I said before, just be careful with some of these major glitches, specifically the YBAs, because there are things that can go really weird. Like when you do those transitions with the YBAs, you're swapping data between rooms. So you can open chests that you haven't opened before. You can close chests that you've already opened. You can lose items. You can dupe items, and you can lose keys. So especially like if you're doing a multi or something and you're in BK mode and want to just like mess around and do some of this stuff, go for it. Just be very careful about opening chests.
Okie doke.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet. Well, yeah. Do you have any other plans today?
I don't know. I'll probably hop in if you stream anything later, but
Okay.
for now I'm probably gonna take a nap.
There you go. That's probably what I should be doing. But no, I'm probably gonna stream a little bit here. MM2 wanted to get together a multi-Troid race, so I'll probably be doing that. But yeah, this was fun. So have yourself a good day, have a good nap, and I will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye.